the world of food and drink. It's full of private back doors, hidden menus, and secret ingredients. I am food writer Aun Koh. This week, I'm in Bangkok, where I'm exploring the secret side of Bangkok's ever-changing F&B scene.
Oh my God. But how would people find this?
This is Secret Delicious.
Is there a code or something, or like?
There's a reason why Bangkok is called the Venice of the East. You will get lost, guaranteed, because there's so many little hidden alleyways. It is a city filled with little discoveries, waiting for you to chance upon them.
That looks good.
Bangkok has some of the best street food in the world, and it's an amazing sense of being overwhelmed by the smells of food being cooked all around you as you walk around the city.
Hi, Chef.
Hello.
Good to meet you. Aun.
Nice to meet you too.
Prin worked for David Thompson. David Thompson is, without a doubt, the most famous Thai chef in the world.
I've been trying to find your place. It's a bit difficult.
I know, it's a very, very secret place.
It was in an industrial neighborhood. I saw art galleries, little hipster eateries. It reminded me of Soho, New York in the 1980s.
How do people find it?
The people can contact us by the Facebook.
Wow.
Just message. And my girlfriend say yes or no.
His girlfriend finds out his travel schedule and posts that on the Facebook page.
There's not even the same number of days each
No,
month.
3 days a week, that's it.
Wow.
Chances are, though, it'll be fully booked. Prim's standing there, and he's like, look, here I am, here's my private dining.
Or you can hand with size, small size, like a soy sauce factory. And yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, yep.
This is cool.
Yeah, but we can photograph.
Inside this disused soy sauce factory is some room for Thai.
Welcome to my kitchen.
This is cool. Hello. Handicap.
Private dining kitchen. These are things that will make a foodie's mind go like spinning, because they're just sort of like, why don't I know about these things? And it was fun having dinner with other chefs, because it's a little unfiltered, there's always good wine, and there's just humongous appreciation for product and good cooking.
Sorry for being late. Traffic. 2.5 hours.
Oh my God.
Welcome.
Cheers.
Good to be here.
Cheers, Chef.
The first course is mieng som. By the word mieng, it means one bite size, and the som is mean sourness or orange.
It's good the way it has that nice freshness with the rose apple.
Yeah.
And then it hits you with the sweet and the heat and the salt.
The fact that you are being served privately by one of the best chefs in the region makes it the ultimate find.
More like our home.
It's not work anymore. It's just the quintessential chef experience, basically, and what the chef wants in the end game.
And then you get someone like Mint to pre-screen the guests.
Sorry, we're close tonight. We don't like you.
Right? You're like, do you have allergies? So you can't come.
I know it's crunchy rice with the crab.
How can I put in my mouth in one bite?
I can.
Let's watch Paolo first.
Let's do this competition.
Salty.
Salty. Yep.
That's great. Celebration.
So this is the eel dish, right? Chef.
The eel's freshwater or from the river?
From the rice field.
Nakonayok is not far from here.
What Prin is obsessed with is looking at old recipes, things that were cooked in the past that no longer is being cooked today.
The eel, it's my mom's favorite. It's not like a unagi.
It's not a common ingredient. It is an ingredient that, from Prin growing up in the countryside, he had eaten as a kid. The fishmonger had already killed the eel for him, had already gutted it.
He's fighting you.
Yeah. It means that the muscle not die yet. It's really hard to fillet. Normally in Thailand, nobody like fillet. I need to do something different.
But what Prin does is he tries to tweak them a bit.
Smells wonderful. It's nice.
So he's giving you a modern version of family communal dining, which is really rare and hard to find.
the eel, the texture is very.
Super clean.
It's very sweet.
It's springy.
It's springy, yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know, Prin made a relish that was so spicy, I nearly died.
My wife and I are the only two in our families who eat chili. Why do I numb my mouth, right? I'm a wimp. I'm a bad Singaporean. So what else would you get out of the rice patties? You had their
Frogs, the snakehead fish, eels, snails.
And the mice,
you eat mice?
The rice field mice.
the local people eat it.
It means that
Sparrow.
Deep fried or grilled.
You know, my favorite dish of the whole night was probably the simplest.
called beef rib. We braise like 3 hours, and we cook with mangosteen, coconut water, and Thai basil.
So delicate.
It's so nice.
Yeah.
Super beautiful.
It is very clear.
Prin uses only Thai ingredients, just beautiful local products.
The food, it starts from the farmer. The farmer do the good thing. The restaurant is to show the food, what the food is. If you have good ingredients, you don't need more seasoning. Because jasmine, like you, aging like a month before.
Yeah, it's got a really good marble in it. It's print. It's full-blood Wagyu beef, and then it's crossed with the local.
They found Thai wives.
Yeah, pretty much.
The soup, by the way, is so comforting.
Yeah.
It's like a warm hug.
Yeah, the soup is amazing, man. You have some more, man?
Yes.
I can't think of a more fun way to experience Thai food. And when you have a bunch of chefs drinking, especially chefs' girlfriends with lots and lots of stories, you are guaranteed a fun night.
And when he cook for me at home, it's more improvised, I think.
I cook
At home every day.
Every day.
I already gained like 20 kilos after I met him.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome.
Bangkok is not a town that sleeps. The bar scene in Bangkok is thriving. It's much livelier than my own hometown.
This is Thong Lo,
Yes.
the most happening street in Bangkok.
Thailand is extraordinary. It's the only country in Southeast Asia that has never been colonized. Their country is centuries old, which is amazing. There's this deep sense of history, and the people have a sense of grace and elegance. I had the great luxury in staying at the Siam Hotel. It was opened by an old buddy of mine.
Hey, Chris.
Hey,
Good to see you, man. Long time.
yeah. How many years now?
A few years. I forget.
That we're kind of a hidden location, and we grow through word of mouth.
I had told Noi I'm in Bangkok looking for secret bars, all these sort of like insider things.
So this is quite a hike. Get to your bar.
Yeah, everything about this hotel is a discovery. Every time guests come, they're always like, okay, now how the heck do I get up there? Basically, they don't know how to get up there.
So I'm thirsty. How do we get to the bar?
All right, I'll show you the way. Okay, so we go right here through these doors on the side here.
Thank you.
Okay, let me lead the way. Okay. So even when guests come
I
here,
designed the staircase for an optical illusion effect. People often don't know the staircase doesn't go anywhere. So the bar is somewhat hidden.
here we are now.
Nice. I like the decor.
But thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So are you a cocktail guy or are you a wine guy or?
I'm a simple wine guy and a beer guy and a gin guy.
Between the Siam Pim's Cup and the Kaffir Lime Fizz, which is more popular?
Yes, I recommend you the Siam Pim Cup.
Really? Let's
Yes.
go for it. That's awesome.
Okay. I like white wine with crushed ice. Yeah, that's what I have.
Noi is one of the most interesting people in Bangkok. Combination hotelier, visionary, rock star, and actor.
I remember coming here a few years ago when you were on a giant Pepsi billboard.
Oh yeah, but not really. No. I'm not that well known. I mean, I'm not. If I was.
You had a billboard.
I was on a billboard. once. I'm an old man now. Showbiz is really important to me. I think it's my way of connecting with the Thai people. I could see.
This is nice. This is very refreshing.
good? Okay.
Not too sweet. I like the balance of acid. Yeah, you can have this all day by the poolside. This is,
Oh,
this is
man.
nice.
Chris took us to this very cool music room.
And then here's the vinyl room.
Wow,
Yeah.
this is nice.
I didn't know it was there. You need to be shown. It's quite the hidden gem in the hotel.
Hugh Van Ness is a Dutch war photographer. He passed away about 3 years ago. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna build this vinyl room and pay tribute to Hugh. Yeah, everything is basically, yeah.
So what's the latest thing you're working on, music-wise?
I've just released my first solo album. Yeah, just about 2 weeks ago, actually. I'll just get Grease.
Grease. Wow.
1 second. Wait.
That was the chipmunk grease.
Some people joke about that. I opened the hotel just because I didn't know where to put my antiques. But all my life is storytelling, whether it's writing songs or acting in films. And that's what I try to do with the antiques, by giving it soul. Every space has a meaning behind it.
So, wanting to go to somewhere more popular, more crowded, I went over to Tonglo.
Hey, bro.
Hey, Colin.
How are you, man? Welcome to sweaty Bangkok. This is Tonglo.
Yes.
The most happening street in terms of bars, restaurants, cafes in Bangkok. You know, and of course, along the way, you need Thai massage.
Which
right?
you always need.
Always need it.
I'm here because I want to...
Colin, who's actually Singaporean, he has a bar, which I was told was one of the coolest, hardest to find places I'll ever go to.
We have had customers that come and then they couldn't find and they go somewhere else. So this part and parcel of a speakeasy.
Yeah.
Here we are.
What?
This is
your bar.
This is my bar.
And he was like, we're here. And here was a shuttered unit with graffiti on the metal grills.
Come on, this way, let's go.
But how would people find this?
Word of mouth and curiosity.
So we walked down the little hallway to a row of lockers.
This is the bar.
This is the bar.
This is getting frustrating. And so he's like, open the door.
Yeah,
Is there a code or something, or like?
Nah, it's actually very simple. All you need to do is just pull it one side, and there you have it. Welcome
Nice.
to cocktail heaven.
Awesome.
So to open a secret bar is fun.
It's this one, right?
Open. Just slide it open, and here we are.
It's intimate, it's special. You know you're gonna get really good one-on-one service. Colin, being Singaporean, wanted to play with the Singaporean cocktail. He chose the $1 Million Cocktail, created by Nyam Thong Boon, who also created the Singapore Sling.
Organic farm pineapples in Thailand.
Oh, it's nice. It's a very nice, refreshing, sort of sweet roundness.
Yeah.
Really lovely.
This is our small little bar where we do a lot of R&D research.
Very personal right here. The customers, have they been very different in terms of demands?
You have demanding customers everywhere. Lots of customers saying, you know who I am? Why are you not letting me in? You know, but they walk to your bar and say, I want to sit at the bar. I said, sorry, sir. Sorry, ma'am. You can see the bar is full, but I want to sit at the bar.
Why did you decide Bangkok would be the base for you guys as opposed to like another country?
Bangkok is a city that is booming.
Yep.
All right, consumers are well-read, well-traveled. They know what to drink. They know what they want. The potential is big, you know?
Is this a place you come to quite often? Or?
Yes, this was one of my favorites. My eyes just lit up walking into the locker room. You're always bringing your new guests in and letting them figure it out for themselves. I love the cocktail scene. Like the standard that you get is phenomenal.
What's the level of craft versus, say, Hong Kong or Singapore or other places in the world?
Singapore is still probably one of the most rounded bartending cocktail culture in the world. Yeah. But I think Thailand is very close second. Bartenders are willing to adapt and find their own bartending style. And that's very, very important. So what's next is, you like your drink stiff?
Sure. I'm open. I'm a indiscriminate alcoholic.
Okay, fantastic. I just make a batch of rambutan vermouth, just flown in from Chiangmai. Rambutans here are fantastic. I love rambutans, you know? They're better than Singapore ones. The one we get in Singapore is Malaysian, right?
Yeah.
Injection. But this one, I don't know. Don't quote me, right? My mom always say, you know, you must buy fruits from the right fruit seller because you never know how much injection, you know, they give you.
Every bar in the world has a martini. To make a fresh rambutan martini, it's entirely inspired by the locality and the ingredients that you have at hand.
You always need gin for martini.
Yes, never vodka.
Unless you talk to James Bond.
I'm getting it already. It's nice.
It's just...
That's nice.
Great nights out are not just about the drink. It's about the entire experience. Adding this layer of mystery and adventure, often called, something secret around that journey. Bangkok has some of the best street food in the world. The restaurant scene that has exploded in Bangkok over time. But as a foodie, one of my obsessions is, looking at restaurants and saying, well, what is off menu here that is cultish?
Hi, Chef. Good morning.
Anna, good morning. How are you?
Good. Thank you for meeting me.
Chef Garima Arora is one of the most exciting chefs working in this region. She spent years at Noma, working under Red Zepi.
This is pretty much Bangkok. You have these hidden alleyways. Right across the street, we have our neighbors, Gagans. So yeah, here we are.
There it is.
Welcome to Gagan.
Thank you. This is lovely.
Yeah, this is it.
And it has a very sort of modest, rustic charm about the whole space. It's not pretentious. I had asked her, what is this cultish off-menu dish? And she said it's called kimbap, which is a take on a traditional Indian bread stuffed with keema.
Butter and smell it. It's getting there.
So was this ever on the menu, or has it always been like a secret dish?
It was on the menu when we did our opening trials, but never long enough for anybody to know about it. But of course, chefs and all the friends had eaten it. So when they came back, when we opened, they were like, where's the keema pao? We're gonna make 4 of these little paos or dumplings. Yeah, so the trick is to stuff as much as possible. If you think it's enough, it's not enough. You add some more. And once it is proof, we have a little bit of glaze that we put on top. That gives it a little bit of sweetness as well. It's almost like a cake dough. Mango pickle, pickled cucumber, spicy tomato, carrot and daikon, and the freshly churned butter.
Wow. Oh,
Right.
this looks awesome.
Ready to eat?
Yes.
So you have your bread.
Just tear into it. That's beautiful. Butter first or tomato? What do you think is best?
Butter first.
Butter first.
Always butter.
So this is very spicy.
Yeah, you
Am
should.
I gonna die?
No, you'll be okay.
Okay.
It's getting there.
I'm getting there.
You're getting red. He's getting red now.
I can see why people crave this, because it's like you want to have this especially at the end of the meal.
Yeah.
Super comforting.
Yeah.
This butter is fantastic.
The fermented butter was a callback to her roots. Her grandmother used to make fermented butter.
My grandmother would collect all the cream on the milk and she would leave it next to the stove. And it would very slowly ferment. And then 2 weeks later, she would churn it. That's it.
So you don't add other flavors?
No, there's nothing. It's just cream and salt.
Nice.
You can see it's starting to fluff up now.
Yep.
It's a very homey dish. It's a very humble, but incredibly satisfying and delicious dish.
Proof of the pudding.
Ah, thank you.
Here you go. Try it out.
The acidity is so nice.
Yeah.
It's
And
so fresh and has a nice tang to it.
That's it.
We went upstairs to the top of her restaurant, and she said, look, no one's ever filmed in here before. And it was an entire room of just fermented, buckets of things fermenting. Beef, obviously grasshopper fermentation.
Fermentation is a big, big part of Indian cuisine, and it's been around forever. Growing up, we, ferment our own yogurt, butter, even pickle our own meats. But it was a theory part of it that I learned at Noma.
She had 3 or 4 buckets, big buckets of beef fermented.
Very heavy.
Some of them up to 2 years old.
Be prepared, it's gonna punch you right in the face. All the bacteria in the rice is breaking the proteins down in the beef to make amino acids, which is umami, which is where you get all the savory flavors in meat from. So everything that is good for you, it's good bacteria, it's just 3 ingredients in there. Beef, koji, and with salt. And then you let nature do its job.
She was basically still experimenting with a dish using the fermented beef.
You have the kaffir lime, lemongrass, fresh chili, mint, coriander. The inspiration is, of course, the Chiangmai sausage.
I don't think any chef in the world creates dishes in isolation. Every chef that I know and respect is always out tasting other things.
Song sausage, kapi. Song ka. The best way to learn about food is to eat. This is probably one of the first dishes I ever ate when I moved to Thailand. And honestly, that flavor kind of stayed with me forever. So you're gonna feel, you know, the scent of the lemongrass, the kaffir lime, chili.
The smokiness is really lovely.
Yeah.
And it's so aromatic.
It is. If you notice, they're, you know, warmed over really low heat on the charcoal, so it picks up a lot of smoke as it warms up again. Cooking on live fire forever has been the best way to cook. Made with fresh charcoal and fresh wood, it picks up a lot of smokiness. 25 minutes of turning it around, and here's your final bread coming together.
It was fun to be able to see and taste the dish in progress. Chefs spend anywhere from days to weeks to even years trying to refine a dish.
I see exactly what you're talking about when you say the Chiangmai sausage has inspired you. It has a very similar herb profile.
Exactly.
But this is fantastic. I'm really enjoying this.
This is not even ready yet. We haven't come to a conclusion where it works 100% for us.
She is creating a new conversation about India with her customers.
Our techniques are very Indian, but you can feel the connection between India and Thailand, you know. If you go up north, you can literally smell the spices in the air like you could probably in India in the northeast.
Bangkok is one of these crazy cosmopolitan cities where you go from a modern Indian restaurant that is doing incredible things with fermentation to then see a Singaporean bar owner who is doing also crazy things, meet a Thai chef who is at the top of his game, are all very proud to showcase Thai ingredients. And I think that's something that's very special. For someone like me who lives in Singapore, where very little is local produce. It's a great message, sustainability, given the whole climate crisis, to say that I'm resourceful. I will create great things out of what is locally available.